In this brief demonstration, we will take a look at how we're using Laserfiche Forms to create our standard contracts and send to DocuSign in a completely automated fashion. Let's take a look at our Laserfiche Forms interface to begin. We have a new contract that we'd like to create. We've chosen the department's standard contract. We've chosen our name, City of Quahog. Mayor Adam West is going to be signing our contract on behalf of our organization. We have our contract title, so this is what we're actually going to be contracting for. We're going to be using the standard professional services contract type because we may have many. Additionally, we have our vendor name, who's going to be signing on behalf of the vendor. We're going to be using our sales email account so that we can receive our notifications and our DocuSign requests. And then we can choose the effective date of the contract. We're going to go and make this a 5-year contract. Additionally, as part of my standard contract process, I might have different insurance requirements, and I can just edit those right here. We'll say that they're going to be a little bit more than normal for this particular contract. I also want to include a standard non-disclosure agreement or some other standard contract amendment, or perhaps editing a few different paragraphs within the contract. I can do that as well, adding standard verbiage. As part of this contract process, I might also have a collection of quotes that I originally received, or maybe an RFP result. But in this case, I'm ready to just click Submit. Great, this has been submitted. Laserfiche Forms takes me directly to my next step, which is reviewing the contract. We're going to have a number of different legal reviews of this contract. We could imagine internal legal review, external legal review, maybe even a couple of legal reviews internally. So let's take a look at our specific contract. Within this contract submission, we will be able to keep track of our action history on the right-hand side. So who's reviewed it, and specifically, what do they have to say about this particular contract? If we scroll down, we'll notice that a contract number has already been assigned. I can also view this contract directly with one click or go to the contract folder where there might be additional attachments. I'll go ahead and click on the View Contract Document. This loads Laserfiche and opens up Microsoft Word to that specific contract so I can review it. You can imagine, as a lawyer who has to review a lot of contracts per day, this was pretty efficient. So in this Word document, you'll notice every single section that's in orange was dynamically populated by my Laserfiche form contract. It's in orange, just to make it easier for you to see. As we scroll through, we can see all of the locations where we'll be signing, and then also our Appendix A, which was our non-disclosure agreement, that we'll be signing again. I could make changes right now as the attorney and save back those changes directly to Laserfiche using my Laserfiche integration, but I can also just close out. I've had my chance to review the contract and everything looks in order, so I'll go ahead and put a note on here. All right. We'll move on to our next legal review in this process. You'll see right here, the previous step is noted with our notes. Scroll down again, I'm attorney number 2. Now I'd like to see that actual folder, see if there's any additional documents contained within. You'll notice that this particular contract was saved to Laserfiche with standard naming conventions. It has the contract number, it created a folder, and it saved not only the Word document, but it also saved the submission. So we have a record of what was actually submitted in Laserfiche Forms as well as the resulting Word document. After reviewing the contract, I also think that this contract looks in order. Now our next step in the process assumes that we may have external legal review or a completely different department. So we'll review one more time, and we'll approve. We're now at our final step in the review process. The departmental manager has been notified that this contract has been approved. It's now up to the departmental manager to make a decision to send this out via DocuSign to the vendor. By clicking the Manager Approved button, this will take the Word document, push that up to DocuSign, and notify the vendor. It might be a good point at this time to give the vendor a call and let them know you'll be receiving a DocuSign email from us. Please sign that so we can execute this contract. I've just received my DocuSign notification that I have a contract to sign. Via email, I received this notification, and as a recipient, I don't need to have any additional DocuSign licensing or accounts. I just click Review Document. I'm ready to go ahead and proceed to sign this. And again, you'll see here's all of the information that we filled in via the Laserfiche form. I'll click Start, and I'll go ahead and click Sign. And you'll notice Carter Pewterschmidt loads into the name. We're ready to sign there. And in this case, I think I'll go ahead and draw this. You could do that with a stylus or your fingernail on an iPhone, or you can utilize a standard style for that, either way. And we'll sign again. Finish. There's one more signature in this entire process. We'll go ahead and initial where we see the additional insurance requirements. Sign again. And Mayor Adam West will sign one last time. And finish. Once we return to the vendor folder, we'll notice that we have a completely signed agreement automatically filed away within our repository. Everything's been signed in all locations, and we have all of the DocuSign audit information included as well. You might be asking yourself, what components are needed in order to make all of this work? Well, there's a few different components to consider adding. First of all, the DocuSign workflow activities from CDI, and if you plan to integrate with your CRM or one of your outside tool sets like Dynamics or Salesforce, you might consider adding our workflow activities for those applications as well. If you have any questions, we'd like to speak with you. Give us a call or email us at sales@cdi.support.